Welcome to Farming Aid. Have you ever wondered what it's like to stand face to face with a living legend? A creature so massive, so majestic, and so ancient that it feels like stepping into the pages of history? Today, we're diving into the heart of Italy to meet a true giant of the animal kingdom, the Chianina. Known as the largest and one of the oldest cattle breeds on earth, the Chianina is not just an animal, it's a symbol of tradition, strength, and timeless beauty. From the fields of ancient Rome to the finest steak houses of today, this breed has walked with emperors, powered civilizations, and fed generations. Get ready to discover the awe-inspiring story of the Chianina, the towering titan that's redefining what it means to be legendary in the livestock world. These gentle giants trace their roots back over 2,000 years to the ancient Etruscans and Romans, where they were first bred in the fertile Chiana Valley, hence the name Chianina. Not far from what is today Tuscany and Umbria. Originally used as draft animals for plowing fields and hauling carts due to their immense size and muscular build, Chianina cattle were prized for their endurance and calm temperament. Unlike modern machines, these animals did not require fuel, only pasture, water, and care. Their ivory-white coats glistening in the Italian sun made them a symbol of purity and strength, often featured in ceremonial parades and religious offerings in Roman times. In fact, some ancient texts and artworks even depict them as sacrificial animals presented to the gods, further emphasizing their cultural and spiritual importance. What makes the Chianina so unique isn't just its age-old lineage but its staggering physical characteristics. Mature bulls can reach up to 6 feet in height at the shoulder and weigh as much as 3,800 pounds or more, making them the undisputed giants of the cattle world. Even the cows, typically smaller than bulls in most breeds, are impressively large, often weighing well over 2,000 pounds. But it's not just their sheer size that captivates people, it's their majestic presence. With long, straight backs, perfectly proportioned limbs, and short, fine white coats, they resemble sculptures more than livestock. Their skin carries a slight pigmentation that protects them from the sun, and their small, porcelain-like horns curve gracefully upwards. Their black switch tail, muzzle, and hooves stand out in stark contrast against their luminous white bodies. The Chianina is a breed that commands attention without ever raising a hoof in aggression. Known for their docile, intelligent, and calm temperament, they are surprisingly easy to manage for such massive creatures, a trait that only adds to their legendary status among cattle breeders worldwide. As the world shifted from using animals for labor to more meat-focused farming, the Chianina proved to be just as valuable in the butcher's block as it had been in the field. Renowned for producing one of the most coveted meats in the culinary world, this breed delivers premium beef with a deep red color, fine grain, and excellent marbling. But what truly sets Chianina beef apart is its leanness paired with tenderness, traits not commonly found together. The meat is low in fat yet rich in flavor, often considered the gold standard for steak lovers. In fact, if you've ever heard of the world-famous Bistecca alla Fiorentina, a Tuscan T-bone steak grilled over an open flame, then you've unknowingly been introduced to Chianina beef. It's not just a meal, it's a ritual, a cultural experience, a tribute to a breed that has provided for humanity for millennia. And while modern crossbreeding has led to the development of hybrid lines to maximize meat output, purists still seek out 100% Chianina beef for its unmatched quality and flavor profile. It's the beef of kings and culinary connoisseurs. The breed's preservation hasn't been without its challenges, especially during the post-war era when industrial farming pushed for faster-growing, smaller, and more economically viable cattle. The Chianina, being slow-maturing and massive, was seen as impractical in the eyes of profit-hungry producers. Numbers dwindled. Purebred herds became rare, and for a while, the breed teetered on the brink of obscurity outside its Italian homeland. But as trends shifted back toward heritage breeds, sustainable farming, and gourmet meat markets, the Chianina found new admirers. In recent decades, it has seen a resurgence not only in Italy but in parts of North America, South America, and Australia, where it has been crossbred with local stock to improve meat quality. Yet, nothing beats the original. Visiting a Chianina farm in the heart of Tuscany is like stepping back into a time when animals were more than commodities, they were companions in labor, symbols of prosperity, and sources of pride. Farmers who raise Chianina today speak of them with a mix of affection and awe, often treating them like family members. It's not uncommon for herds to be handed down across generations, each one carefully maintained and monitored for genetic purity. The Italian government, recognizing the cultural and economic significance of the breed, has taken strong measures to protect and promote the Chianina through strict breeding regulations and quality control standards. For a carcass to be labeled as Vitellone Bianco dell'Appennino Centrale IGP, or White Young Bull of the Central Apennines, it must be raised under traditional methods and meet specific breed standards. This geographical indication status ensures the authenticity and traceability of the product, linking it directly to the hills and pastures that shaped its legacy. Moreover, Chianina bulls are now being exported as elite breeding stock to help improve other cattle breeds. Their genetics are highly sought after for their size, meat quality, and resilience. While many farmers utilize them in cross-breeding programs to enhance growth rates and carcass yields in other lines, purists remain committed to preserving the pure Chianina bloodline, a task that involves meticulous record-keeping, DNA testing, and careful matchmaking. It's not just breeding, it's a craft. It's about continuing a story that started over 2 millennia ago and ensuring that future generations can still marvel at these magnificent animals. What's perhaps most astonishing is how the Chianina's legend has outlasted empires. It has seen the rise and fall of Rome, survived medieval warfare, endured modern mechanization, and now thrives in an age of digital transformation. And through all this, it has stayed true to itself. While other breeds have been extensively modified for commercial traits, the Chianina remains a proud relic of natural selection and traditional animal husbandry. Its longevity speaks volumes. Not just about the hardiness of the breed, but about the wisdom of the farmers who've kept its flame alive through centuries. Every hoofbeat echoes with history. Every breath it takes reminds us of our own agricultural roots. For those lucky enough to see a Chianina up close, the experience is unforgettable. There is something almost mythical about standing beside a creature so grand, so statuesque, and knowing that it walked beside Roman soldiers, pulled the plows of Etruscan farmers, and now graces the finest restaurants with its legendary beef. Yet, the Chianina is more than just a breed, it's a bridge. A bridge between past and present, between human ingenuity and natural power, between sustainability and luxury. In a world increasingly driven by speed, convenience, and mass production, the Chianina stands as a reminder of the value of patience, tradition, and quality. It takes years to raise a full-sized Chianina bull, but the result is worth every minute. And that philosophy applies beyond the farm, it's a life lesson wrapped in white fur and muscle. For aspiring cattle farmers, the Chianina offers a model of excellence. For chefs, it provides a premium product that embodies culinary tradition. For historians and animal lovers, it represents a living link to humanity's shared past. No wonder the breed has achieved almost mythical status. If you ever find yourself in Italy, take the time to visit a traditional Chianina farm. Walk the pastures, talk to the breeders, see the animals in their natural environment. You'll discover that raising Chianina is not just about profit, it's about pride. It's about heritage. It's about being part of something far larger than yourself, literally and metaphorically. In many ways, the Chianina is a national treasure, and those who care for them are the keepers of a sacred flame that has burned for over 2,000 years. Whether admired for their size, their history, their gentle nature, or their exquisite meat, Chianina cattle continue to inspire awe and admiration around the world. Agriculture moves toward more conscious, ethical, and sustainable practices, this ancient breed may just find itself leading the charge, not through speed or numbers, but through sheer presence and prestige. So the next time you hear hoofbeats in the countryside, imagine that they might belong to a Chianina, the majestic giant of the cattle world, silently grazing on the same lands its ancestors did centuries ago, a living monument to nature's brilliance and mankind's enduring respect for the creatures that helped build civilization. And there you have it, the Chianina, a true marvel of nature and a living link to our agricultural past. Towering in size, rich in history, and unmatched in elegance, this breed is more than just cattle, it's a legacy. From ancient Roman rituals to modern gourmet cuisine, the Chianina continues to impress, inspire, and command respect. As we look toward the future of farming, sustainability, and quality, the Chianina stands tall. Not just in stature, but in significance. So the next time you hear about cattle, remember the name that started it all. This isn't just the largest and oldest breed on earth, it's the heart of a story thousands of years in the making. Thanks for watching, and if you're as amazed by the Chianina as we are, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary livestock stories from around the world.